This video is intended for those who are concerned about how their manifestation will occur. A video popped up while I was scrolling through my YouTube feed, and it was talking about an article by Neville Goddard titled Imagination Fulfills Itself. This lecture by Neville Goddard has a story that will show you the importance of imagining the end of having that desire. If you are trying to imagine how it will happen, then you must watch it till the end. Before going forward, let us understand what Neville Goddard thinks about imagining. According to Goddard, the faculty of imagination is God working within you. And if used properly, you can create anything. Similarly, the impressions on your subconscious mind dictate your life, and you can use your imagination and attention to change these impressions so that you can begin to draw everything in this world that you deserve and desire. All things are generated out of your imagination by the Word of God, which is your own inner conversation. And every imagination reaps the fruits of its own words. Imagination is the only redemptive power in the universe. As a result, Neville Goddard always advised imagining the end result of having your desire rather than the means of obtaining it. Suppose your desire is to get a specific smartphone. Imagine holding it in your hands, feeling it, and using it. This can be one of many end scenes that you can imagine in order to manifest that smartphone. On the other hand, if you are thinking that in order to get that smartphone, you will have to manifest money, and then you will buy it. If this is the case, then, in a way, you are molding your desire and determining the how. You will get more clarity about it by reading the following success story. There was a lady named Anne who attended Neville's meetings, and one day this lady met Neville across a street, where she told her success story and asked a question that you too might face when manifesting your desire. So, one day, Anne was walking, and she saw a hat store where she noticed a hat that looked extremely gorgeous, but it cost $17.50. Mind you, at those times, $17.50 was considered expensive for a hat. The desire to own the hat arose within her. As she attended Neville's lectures, she knew what to do. Instead of thinking that the amount was too much and she couldn't afford it or she should manifest money to buy it, she had reached the end scene of owning the hat. She applied the principle that imagination creates reality, and imagined placing the hat on her head. Then she walked back home, feeling the hat on her head but not looking in any store's mirror. Then she went home and imagined herself taking it off and placing it on one of the top shelves of her house before looking in the mirror. Then, after 10 days, one of her friends called and invited her to lunch. Upon her arrival, that friend gave her a box and told her, "I don't know what possessed me, but I bought this hat, and when I brought it home, I realized I had made a mistake. I do not like it on me, but I think it would look lovely on you, Anne." Opening the box, she reached in and brought out, not a hat, but the hat. This is how Anne received the hat she imagined herself wearing. Now, like many of you, Anne asked Neville the following question. She asked, why didn't God give her money to buy the hat, but she got it as a gift from her friend? Neville asked if she felt obligated to her friend, and she shook her head, no. He asked how much she usually paid for a hat. When she told Neville it was $4 or $5, he asked if she had ever purchased a $17 hat before. Again, the answer was no, and when she admitted to owing 2 weeks' rent, Neville said, if, while admiring the hat, you found a $100 bill on the sidewalk, would you have bought the hat? I'll answer for you, no, you would not. She would have paid her rent and perhaps bought some groceries, but she would not have purchased the hat. Tell me, Anne, how much money must God give you to get you to buy a $17 hat? If he gave you $1,000, you wouldn't have bought it, for you are not in the habit of buying such expensive hats. So God knows best how to give you the hat you desired. Like Anne, many of you wouldn't buy the object of your desire. Many of you won't buy that smartphone. So, God's ways are unknown, and if you apply this principle of imagining correctly, you can manifest whatever you desire. Instead of determining the how, you must live from the end of having that desire, which you can do by imagining it. Is your end goal to be in a relationship with this specific person? Then imagine that they are already your partner, and that you are in a relationship with them. The law will never fail you. Stop thinking that in order to manifest the relationship, you must first be in a certain state or send a text message. It never works like that. All you have to do is go to the end and imagine it is already happening, and you will experience it. You very well know what you want, and you very well know whether you are determining the how or not. You can never lie to yourself. Stop complaining about why it is taking longer. Just play that scene again in your imagination. Experience it in the present moment, and you will get it. How many times today did you think the opposite of what you wanted? You will know where you are going wrong. Are you even imagining it in the present moment? You are mature enough for these questions. Just be persistent. Familiarize yourself with the new version of yourself by visiting it again and again. Drive that car, live in that house, hold that person in your arms, look at your dream body in the mirror. Whatever you want, just do it right now in the present moment. Stop looking for external evidence because it is a reflection of your inner world. Instead, look internally, and you will feel great. The feeling of having it matters the most when manifesting your desire. So, I hope you learned something wonderful today. If you are new to my channel and want to see more such videos, subscribe. I will meet you with another golden nugget. Happy manifesting!